Welcome to the Bard Fish Inspiration Podcast. I'm your host, Brad the Bard, and today it brings me great presidential pleasure to have on my guest, Fishhead Jones, the candidate that you need to choose for the 2020 election. Additionally, I have his campaign manager, the one and only Fish Face Frank.
This sounds absolutely beautiful, Fish Face Frank.
I also want to give a ginormous shout out to our sponsor on this episode. It is Vedinian. Make sure you guys go check him out. Link in the description if you enjoy fiction, sci-fi, and horror. He is the man for you.
Wow, that was absolutely excellent, Fish Face Frank. I am so proud of you being my campaign manager, and I just want to thank Brad L. Bard for inviting me on the podcast.
Fishhead Jones, it is my pleasure to have you.
Yes, I am glad it is. It's just, this country of ours is in a, pardon my language, a fucking shit storm, and it needs to be solved.
I agree. I couldn't agree more, in fact, because the two-party system, as it stands right now, is an abomination.
Yeah, I mean, orange men bad, am I right, liberals? But, you know, it's a little bit worse than being orange is having fucking dementia and trying to run for president. I mean, can we just put Biden in a goddamn nursing home and shove some cream of weed up his white ass already? Christ.
Okay, Fish Face Frank. Let's talk about real issues in this country, okay? So, like I said, my name is Fishhead Jones, and I am running in the Fishhead Jones party. Okay, I just want to make things a bit clear about my beliefs. So my first stance in becoming the president is I want a mandatory background check for all those fucking idiots who buy fishing rods.
It's a very noble stance.
You fucking right it is. I'm pissed.
Can you tell me why? I mean, we are here.
Those motherfuckers need to swallow a Tide Pod.
Those are pretty tasty.
They need to swallow a Tide Pod.
I mean, is that really a torture? It's kind of just like a dessert to me at this point.
Listen, people that fish, they fish for the wrong fish, okay?
What do you think are the right fish to be going for?
The assholes. Listen, fish like my family are the ones that deserve to be eaten.
You want to be eaten out?
Fish Face Frank, I hired you because you were an excellent promotion manager.
I'm sorry, I just ended my nofap and I'm just extremely horny because I'm a beta
Fish Face Frank, listen, I get laid every single hour of my life, okay? You ask all the angelfish that are 6,000 feet under the ocean.
I mean, what kind of advice do you have for an incel like me to help me get, like, fish laid a little bit more often?
My advice for you, if you haven't fapped recently, Fish Face Frank, is I would get an encyclopedia of marine life. In there, you will find, oh baby, I don't want to talk about all that right now, but you're gonna find some good stuff.
Yeah, I usually just jerk off to like Roblox titties, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know what Roblox is, Fish Face Frank.
Coming from my background, I'm just kind of thinking about like international issues, kind of with you know, like the United States and Europe, like with the European Union and Brexit and stuff like that. I was just kind of curious, like, what what sorts of political issues are happening in Atlantis right now?
Oh, Atlantis. Okay, so let me tell you real quick about my background in Atlantis. I was born, my egg was dropped in Atlantis, and when I grew up, I swam to a place called Blue Marsh Lake. And then in Blue Marsh Lake, I emerged onto the land on limited oxygen, which, speaking of which,
He needs a drink.
I need to breathe.
While Fishhead is getting a drink over here, something going back to Europe I'd like to bring up is, don't you guys just think that there's not enough German piss porn out there? I mean, there's really just a shortage these days. I mean, I don't know, Brad. How do you feel about the lack of German piss porn lately?
Honestly, my stance is pretty neutral on the topic.
You don't like it? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, look, man. There's a reason I'm a red-blooded American, and I like I'm just.
You like steak and cats.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm just I'm all about hitting a sick mish. You know what I mean. I don't know about all that. I'm not about those auxiliary activities in the bedroom. You know.
Well, how can you hit and miss at the same time? But Bojack, yeah.
Gentlemen, let's get back to my campaign, will you?
I mean, he had a good point. What's your stance on fissionary position?
Fissionary position? What are you, a fucking fool?
I mean, I don't know how you reproduce exactly. I'm
Okay,
not 100%. I'm not. Forgive me for being ignorant. I don't want any trouble.
If you don't mind, my candidate is actually strictly froggy style, if you will.
Forgive me. My experience and knowledge on the anatomy of humanoid fish personnel is limited, so I'm using this as a learning experience. Please,
you are an asshole. You are an asshole.
All right.
Listen to me, asshole.
Whoa.
You are an asshole. You are a fucking bastard. Okay? I am not a humanoid fish. I am a fish.
You're not a fish person.
No, I am a fish. Have you seen my parents?
I don't want any trouble, Fishhead Jones. Let's
fucking hate those bastards anyways.
I'll drink to that, brother.
I wish I could eat them.
So let me ask you about there was some news that was leaked that there's some Atlantean cyber threats to the underwater fiber lines that go between the countries. I was wondering if you could touch a little bit on that, about, the cybercrime that's happening in Atlantis these days.
Yeah, so there's some really dirty crabs on the internet. There's crabs that seem to be getting in areas that they're not supposed to. There's this one guy, his name is Nick the Speedo Guy, and he has a crab stuck in his Speedo. And this is a problem. We should monitor the reproduction cycle of crabs and really keep track of their population, because they know how to make cybercrime pardon my language, a fucking disaster.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty crusty situation, those crabs.
It is crusty as fuck.
Gotta watch out for those sphincter lobsters and anal shrimp as well.
Gotta watch out. Gotta watch out for the shrimping.
Why are you being like this?
I thought we were tackling legitimate issues, Fishhead. My apologies.
Listen, this is my campaign, Fishhead Frank. You got to act a little bit serious. Do you know who this man is?
I was just trying to cater to the blue-collared American.
Blue what?
Yeah,
All right, forgive me for derailing you, gentlemen, but I kind of want to get back to the topic of Fishhead Jones' campaign and...
Thank you. fucking thank you.
Now, Fishhead, we can probably all agree right now that the legitimacy of the top two candidates in the two-party system,
It's fucking
Trump
shit.
and Biden, yeah, they're pretty much ridiculous. And honestly, the two-party system's failing the Americans. But let's be honest here. Your main threat in this race is Kanye West. And
Yes, there is no man that I fear other than Kanye West.
why is that?
Kanye West is a genius, okay? He knows what is best for this country. He is my arch rival, but I must say that I do respect him. However, the Donald Trump and Joe Biden, they are trailer trash.
What's your opinion on Kanye West's stance on gay fish marriage?
Gay fish marriage? Yes. I mean, what the hell? I mean, fish can do whatever the fish want as long as they're not assholes.
I'll drink to that, brother.
Yeah, let's take a shot right now of some some life.
You need a drink there, Fish Face Frank?
Yeah, if you don't mind, it's pretty hard to see with my fish eyes on land. I'm pretty dry right now.
Are those compound eyes?
I know about compound fractions, not so much about compound eyes. Yes.
There you are, brother.
Cheers to the Rona. Let me try to get this in my mouth hole. Oh,
So anyways, gentlemen,
I'm foaming.
I wanted to speak to the audience about my thoughts on legalizing seaweed.
Please touch on your
Yes,
stance on
so
those.
there
These
are
hard-pressing
many
topics.
fish in the sea that are very depressed. They have a lot of issues. They deal with a lot of fucking shitty families. And they need somewhere to go. And the seaweed will be their home. And we say we love seaweed.
So you're all about legalizing seaweed.
Yes, I am 100% for legalization of seaweed.
Oh,
I'll drink to
I
that.
fucking
brother.
love seaweed.
Seaweed is the best word I can use to describe it is dank.
I'll drink to that, man.
I too will drink to that.
Hallelujah, brothers.
Fishhead, I'm just curious. It seems that your species is really powerful in their ability to adapt. I was just wondering, what is your stance on evolution? I mean, do you think that the Atlanteans seem to be pretty pretty steadfast in their religious views, and I think evolution.
So evolution, right? I believe that fish came from the sea, and that some of them migrated onto land, such as myself. But I am still a fish. However, that does not mean that the fish are inferior because like mammals or reptiles evolved from them.
I mean, I don't know if fish came from the sea, but I can tell you, this fish, he came from my sea man.
Yes, I came.
You came?
I came from a marine encyclopedia.
I come to that.
I came from a absolutely exquisite gene pool known as Atlantis.
Yeah, the Atlanteans are very powerful. It seems that a lot of creatures that had been thought to be extinct are actually thriving in Atlantis. Like I took notice that you have a big,
Yes.
sea. I'm sorry.
Sea monkeys.
Yes, sea monkeys. There were many sea monkeys. You have a very nice coral bed. I took notice to a lot of anomalocaris hanging out in those beds.
Yeah, we sorry, we're gonna have to cut that.
You shut your mouth.
Oh no.
I just wanted to touch on the fact that you guys protect the
Don't-
species that are endangered.
Man, I am moister than an
Don't
oyster
piss
right
me
now.
off today, okay? You keep quiet about this, about that.
All right, I don't.
We're just kidding, viewers.
You know, it's like
We're just kidding
it's
about
like
the
old
anomalous
adage
chorus.
goes, it's a Benghazi, it's a Benghazi, just
Yeah.
like you said in Wolf of Wall Street, you know.
But Brad Bard,
Hypothetically, let's just touch on if you could describe one prehistoric sea-dwelling creature as the apex predator of its time, what would you choose, and why?
So I would say that's very hard to decide since I am not prehistoric.
I saw that you have some very exquisite libraries in the halls of Atlantis.
I
though.
am exquisite, I am intelligent, and I am absolutely the most moral fish that you will ever see. But like I would say a few come to mind. We'll say Lead Zichthies. He was a big boy.
Would you go as far to describe him as a thick with 2 C's?
I would say he's as thick as 50 C's.
So safe to say thicker than a Snicker.
I don't exactly know what a Snicker is. It's not part of my diet. But if that's what you eat, then yeah, he was pretty big.
Yeah, like dummy thick. I'm talking like the clap of that boy's ass cheeks keeps me up at night. Cataclysmic.
I'll drink to that.
Who? Listen. So another part of my campaign, people, is that I want to start funding for the Loch Ness Monster. Okay, this country needs to be protected. And what are we doing? We're wasting money everywhere. We need to protect this country, and we need to invest on the Loch Ness Monster and have other Loch Ness Monsters breed with it and make things happen.
I got a Loch Ness Monster somewhere, if you know what I mean.
Can you describe to me the effects of having a larger Loch Ness Monster population in the coastal United States?
Yeah, so
how will that
larger
affect?
Loch Ness Monster population means that nobody will fuck with you.
Oh,
No one's going to invade the mainland of America. You're saying if we
No.
have coastal Loch Ness
No.
Monster installations.
No.
It's a fair argument. I'm not an expert on it, so I'm not going to pretend like I can make an argument
Yes,
here.
and I am an expert.
I'll drink to that, brother.
Sexpert. Oh, yeah.
Would you like another drink there, Fish Face?
Yeah, could I get another, actually? I think I've just been shoving this bottle into my gullet at this
Yes,
point.
please. My comrade Fish Face Frank needs to breathe.
So it seems like the fish races of America that are sentient and of the voting age are not really suffering from the effects of COVID-19. Do you want to touch on some of the controversial stuff about people giving you guys trouble about wearing masks in
Well,
public?
one of the misconceptions about it is there's no 5G towers underwater, and that's why the fish race isn't affected by it.
That's a very good point, Fish Face Frank. I like you.
Cheers to that, fish head Joe.
I think
You're my
that's
friend.
that's one thing I won't drink to. It's a pretty obvious hoax. The claims that the 5G towers were the cause of COVID-19. Anyone who actually thinks that
Yes.
is an idiot.
Well, you're not one of those that believes that the birds weren't made by the bourgeoisie, are you?
I mean,
This
I'm not gonna
okay.
go
We're
that
talking
far.
about the birds now.
Well, the birds are directly controlled by the 5G towers. I mean, that's part of the conspiracy.
People say that the birds are evolutionary alphas, and I'm.
Oh, man, I got a red spot on my
So,
tongue.
so my friend, one of my best friends is named Sharp Tooth Seeger. And Sharp Tooth Seeger is a shark. And he is a damn fast shark. Let me tell you about Sharp Tooth Seeger. He has a very, very high high level of testosterone, and he will eat the largest of whale. You're telling me that some fucking motherfucking goddamn ass crack pigeon is gonna be better than him?
I think
I beg to disagree.
I think if you go back a few episodes in the podcast, you could probably consult the Birdman on that. His expertise on apex predators and in the sky is top notch. And I think if we had him here, he could definitely touch on these topics. But I won't act like I know. I won't act like I know. What the matchup would be. There's a YouTube channel known as Tears that might balance the tears out of those animals better than I can. But
well, listen, I respect what that man can do with birds, but birds eat fish.
It's true. Do you think that there's any fish that eat birds? Aren't there flying fish? Is that not a species?
I'm just going to give a little interpretation of what I ate last night.
Hamburger.
Yes.
Are you a fan of the penguin species by chance?
They don't bother me. Sure, I like penguins.
That's good. That's a healthy campaign.
So would you say that you're prejudiced against certain birds and not others?
You could say that, I suppose. I mean, am I gonna swim in the Arctic?
I mean, compared to Trump, I guess your politics are basically on the same page with how you side with these things. So,
fuck Trump. Fuck him.
I'll drink to that,
damn, he can fucking suck my gill.
I'll drink to that, brother.
Shit. Yes.
Cheers to the Oompa Loompa.
Listen, and Trump, Donald Trump, right? He thinks that, I don't know, that he can solve America's economy. Let me tell you about America's economy, right? It's all in the dollar. We don't need the dollar anymore. We need a different kind of currency. We need, instead of dollars, which some of the men on the dollars have done devious things, we need to replace the dollar with Magikarp trading cards.
At least you didn't say beads. I mean, that's what the Native Americans fell for.
No beads. Magikarp.
What's your stance on the legalization of cryptocurrency? I know that it's been a pretty controversial topic on the federal side.
All I want is for the Magikarp to be respected.
I mean, weren't we going to start Fishcoin?
To start what?
Fishcoin. Oh, fuck, I wasn't supposed to talk about that yet. My bad.
Shut the hell up. Listen.
Oh, no. No, Fishhead, no.
I didn't know that the Atlanteans were under development of their own cryptocurrency, alternate coin.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Sorry, we're sticking with the gold standard.
The Magikarp playing.
I mean the Magikarp standard.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Man, I am moist right now. I don't know you guys.
The Magikarp standard. Our currency in America will be nothing but Magikarp. Okay, so think of it this way. If you want to buy a television, that will be 75 Magikarp cards, right? If you want to buy a car, that will be 600 Magikarp cards.
Like a 90s Honda Civic?
Is that easy enough to fucking interpret, you fucking imbeciles?
I suppose, but let's talk about current events. Now, there's been some pretty controversial things that have been happening, as you know.
What? I think this year's been pretty normal.
I mean, maybe in Atlantis, but here on the mainland soil of the United States, we've had a lot of police brutality issues, and there's a lot of protests going on. I was just wondering what your opinion was on all those things.
Well, yes. I mean, certainly this shit needs to stop. There should be no law enforcement that shouldn't do the deeds that they're supposed to do, right? They're supposed to be good Samaritans to society, but, you know, they're ending up hurting the wrong people. Let me tell you one thing. My best friend is a shark, okay? And he treats me well. But listen, I don't want to get on his bad side, and he doesn't want to get on my bad side. Pretty much so. I also have a friend. His name is Satchel the Sea Urchin. And Satchel the Sea Urchin, he kind of talks like this.
Hey, Fishhead, what are you doing today?
And I say, Satchel, well, you know, I'm running for president. And he gives me a little bit of sass, and he tries to give me a little bit of ass. But I don't take the bait, because I'm smarter than that. I know not to take a worm.
Is he voting for Kanye? I'm assuming
he is voting for me. Otherwise, I would tell him to kiss his ass.
Oh, yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's. So, what's your opinion about all the protests and everything that have been going on? I don't know if there's any that are going on in Atlantis, but recently here in Pennsylvania, there was an issue in Lancaster where a man charged out of his house with a knife at a police officer. And
if there's ever an excuse to raid a Target for a Lego set, you better fucking bet I'm gonna be there.
All right. But yeah. So, do you think that more training is the answer for some of these police officers, or do you think we need to defund the police entirely?
I think that it has to do something with the migration patterns of the different fish.
Well, I mean, did you actually watch that video, like on the reel?
Which one?
The video where the guy charged at the police officer with a knife in his hand.
It is okay. I think. Listen.
I think he was asking for trouble.
He was definitely asking for trouble.
Maybe he was looking for suicide by cop with those.
I mean,
with that strategy.
realistically, could it have been handled by less than lethal force? Possibly, but as a police officer,
Fish Face Frank, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you think so?
Fish Frank, you're talking too damn much. This is my campaign, okay? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry for my explicit language, live viewers. Still vote for me, but I'm getting a little pissed off at my campaign manager.
Well, I mean, I think we still need the police to an extent, though, yeah? You would agree with that, Fishhead Jones?
I agree with that, yes.
Okay.
Of course.
I guess that's all I'm really saying.
Yeah, I mean, you know, your vulgarities are more than welcome here on the Bardic Inspiration podcast. It's not like you're saying anything that our current president wouldn't be saying anyway.
Fuck our current president. I'm the new president.
So where can people find more information about your campaign?
Well, one of the things we've been really into lately is approaching authentic Mexican cuisine. So at any Taco Bell nearby, you'll be able to find our campaign promotions because that's the real deal right there.
Okay, let me speak, Fish Face Frank.
Sorry.
Diablo
sauce, Poppy. Was that too much? Like,
Fish Face Frank, shut the fuck up.
Okay, you want to say something, Fishhead Jones?
Brad L. Bard.
Yes, Fishhead.
So you were talking to me about where people can find information about my campaign.
Of course.
Yes. So they can find information about me at Fishhead Jones 2020 on Instagram. And there are a few YouTube videos as well of me just showing my viewpoints and me of my campaign. You can just search up Fishhead Jones on YouTube and you will find me.
What about the you porn videos we put out? I mean, never mind.
Wow. Listen, to all the angelfish out there that I most certainly love, hey babies, what you doing tonight?
That sounds pretty fishy to me.
Listen, Have you ever seen a fish
Wait,
do
Brad, how
anal
long
before?
were you fucking sitting on that?
Have you ever seen a fish do anal? Let me tell you about anal sex.
Just give me one
You
second.
mean dorsals?
So anal sex
we
with
might
a
be having
fish.
some issues. Just give me 1 second.
Oh,
can
no.
you lean forward?
Oh, did I knock it over?
Yeah. I mean, Atlantis is having
Okay,
some
so
weather
let me
Fuck
tell
me.
you, there
No.
technical difficulties. Anal fish with the fish.
just be careful,
Anal
you
sex
might be
with
not-
the
you-
Let me
fish.
slide forward a little bit.
Yeah,
Anal
please do.
sex with a fish.
I don't want to cause any
is,
ruptures in
uh,
the dimension.
The fish penis goes into the fish ass, and you know how fish turds look like little worms? Well, when there's anal sex, they help the current stream even more. It looks like there's about 1,000 flatworms that have been Siamese twinned together.
Fishhead, that's pretty graphic. Do you want to touch on some other topics, perhaps? Like maybe.
I mean, I was kind of into it.
I mean,
Not gonna lie.
obviously, I could tell.
Wait,
Sorry, let me-
Your
let me
gill,
cover
your
up down
your
here.
gills were filling up.
I know it's not
I'm
much.
sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I gotta conceal myself.
Fishhead,
What other topics, Bart?
can you touch on climate change a little bit? It seems like
yes. Climate change is 100% real. It is hurting fish all over the world, and it needs to be stopped.
I agree.
do you have some tactics? Maybe some different things that are going to affect the carbon footprints of foods and different things like
I
this.
think that I will stroke my cock in the ocean, and I will let everyone see it for them to realize that climate change is real.
Fishhead, I don't know how that applies. Can you elaborate, please?
Can
his
you
cock emits
elaborate
greenhouse
why
gases.
it doesn't apply, you fucking idiot?
All right, I didn't know that your cock emitted
You
greenhouse
dickhead.
gases.
His cock emits
You
greenhouse
bitch.
gases.
You fucking asshole.
All right.
You piece of shit.
Cheers. To
Look, I'm gonna need you to simmer down, Fishhead.
I am so fucking pissed right now.
Cheers to cock emitted greenhouse gases.
You have the audacity to invite me on my campaign,
Oh, no.
and you're telling me I can't stroke my cock in the ocean.
That is the commotion in the ocean, folks.
I don't want any trouble, but I'm just gonna let you know right now.
No.
My Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu beats your Atlantean Kung Fu. All right.
I don't know what he's talking about, but listen, I got a little hot-headed there.
Obvious.
Yeah. Hey, Fishhead Frank.
It's fish face.
I'm sorry.
I think.
Yeah, fish fucky in my cockhole.
Listen,
maybe you should.
Fish Face Frank. I just made a mistake. Okay.
Maybe you should. Take it easy on the drinks there, Fishhead.
We
Frank.
have Fishhead. We have had quite a bit to drink. This is your campaign, after all.
Do you want to talk about where you might be campaigning next? You're doing a tour, is that correct?
So next week, I am campaigning in Washington, D.C.
Can you describe your plans?
Colombia.
My plans are to invite the Fishhead Jones party down with me, and we're gonna go in front of the White House. We're gonna go in front of the Lincoln Memorial, and we are going to campaign for everything that I believe in. We are going to campaign for everything. You know what I'm saying? Legalization of seaweed. Mandatory background checks for people who buy fishing rods.
Age limits?
Funding for the Loch Ness Monster. Clean oceans. Free fish food for everyone. Magikarp for currency. And the list goes on and on. This country needs to change. And it is so...
Calm down. I mean, I'm mostly going to hit up Jersey Mike's afterwards, but I support your campaign all the way.
This country is in such a bad place.
Oh no. No, it's okay. You just gotta stay wet.
Please.
Oh, yeah.
I will be your savior.
All right. So, can you kind of touch on the legitimacy of the Fishhead party, like?
And Jersey Mike's.
Yes. So I'm just gonna ignore what Fish Face Frank said. But the legitimacy of the Fishhead Jones party is, if you look at the follower count, it's pretty high. Like I said, Kanye West is my biggest rival. But yeah, the Fishhead Jones party, what we believe in is right. Do you want a bipartisan party that is always fighting with each other?
I would go for a bisexual party.
I think honestly, what this country needs the most is just unification of everybody and kind of putting the two-party system aside. Wouldn't you agree?
That's what the Fishhead Jones party is for, my man. Can I shake your hand?
Of course.
Qualifications. Wow, look at that handshake.
It's very firm.
I'm getting very firm.
Same. All right.
Oh, yes, Poppy. Too.
Oh my God, Fishhead, you're. I think we're gonna have to cut you off there.
The rum.
It's not me.
Much as Johnny Depp said in that one movie, why is the rum gone?
What are you talking about?
Well, it's not gone, actually. We still gotta finish. Well, not right now.
You
Later.
have a great fit. You have a great handshake, Bard.
Thank you.
I am
Appreciate
very
you.
glad that you invited me here.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to host someone as credentialed as yourself. Can you maybe tell the audience about your experience in politics?
Yes. So my political campaign started when I had a falling out with my family. I went into Petco where my family stays, and
what forgive me for my ignorance here, but what is the ethnic background of you and your family?
Goldfish.
Ah, very well.
Yes, we are goldfish. And I went to visit my family, and they ignored me. And I got really pissed off at them. And I stormed out and went to McDonald's, and I ordered a Filet-O-Fish to consume as my plan of revenge.
I mean, I've been kicked out of Petco a few times myself, mostly for teaching the intelligent birds naughty words and stuff, but you know how that one goes, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like there's a lot of disagreement on the certain topics such as amphibians. What do you think about that? About animals who share the land and the sea, such as yourself. Do you think we need to increase the ability of these creatures to,
Yes.
merge their traffics, and make sure that they integrate with society more effectively?
Yes, I love amphibians. Actually, I'm a big fan of frogs. I'm a big fan of salamanders. I'm a big fan of Sicilians. Bard, a quick question for you.
Well, before you ask the question, I just wanted to say that after hearing your stance, I just want to say that's totally awesome.
Thank you.
I'm about to shit myself.
Please don't.
Listen, Bard. So one of my stances in my political campaign
Please.
is that we should legalize cannibalism for those who deserve it.
Can you kind of divulge into who might deserve it?
The assholes.
Please dive deeper on that, please.
So
who are
when
these
my
assholes?
family shunned me and my family pissed me off, I had to do something about it, right? Bard, if your family shunned you, you wouldn't be too happy, right?
I mean, they say blood is thicker than water, but sometimes I think that couldn't be further from the truth, you know?
Exactly. So I had to exact a plan of revenge.
You know what's thicker than blood?
And I went to McDonald's. Shut up. I went to McDonald's and I ordered a Filet-O-Fish. And it was big and juicy and fishy. Oh. And I ate that asshole.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like fish myself. I'm practically a pescatarian. What are the things that you prefer to eat to maintain your figure? I mean, I can tell that you prioritize
body,
I mean,
you, Bard?
it's pretty obvious by your build that you favor athleticism. Do you think
Kumbaya, my lord.
do you think this quarantine is affecting people's health by locking them inside and not being able to go outside and maybe?
Yes, I absolutely do, and I think that everybody should swim. Why not? If you don't know how to swim, just get thrown in the water, and you'll know how to swim.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the last time I was near your gym. I noticed your car parked outside, and I saw you swimming in there in the Louisiana Fitness over there in Wyomissing. It was you definitely get your reps in. How often do you train?
Well, swimming is like, for me, is like walking is for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't breathe without water. This oxygen is like, so, Bard, it's like if you wanted to hold your breath, it's like you getting submerged into a swimming pool and then me standing in the air. That's like how that is, right?
Sure.
So my big workouts are like on the treadmill.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, see, because I breathe water, right? I swim. I think people that are in quarantine need to swim.
You think that's the chlorine in the water is going to help them stay sanitary?
Okay, we're going to say this right now. Chlorine is some fucking shit. I think that people should swim in lakes.
Oh, all right.
There's a really good lake out there. It's called Blue Marsh Lake.
Is it true? I don't mean to divulge state secrets, but you guys have some sort of teleportation device that you have from Atlantis to Blue Marsh, and that's how you travel so effectively.
Teleportation device? Son, I swam all the way there.
Well,
How do you think my gills got so jacked?
I mean, your gains are pretty serious. I'm not trying to water down how impressive your athleticism is.
Yes, look at those
People
gills.
think that I use, as you humans call it, steroids. But I don't use steroids. Son, I swim. I'm a fish. Like, what do you humans think? Oh my goodness.
What's your stance on Second Amendment rights?
So, like I said, I think that everybody should have a mandatory background check when it comes to fishing rods.
Ah, sorry, I forgot you mentioned that.
Yeah, you fucking dickhead.
All right.
You cocksucker. You
Alright.
fucking asshole.
Oh, God. The hostility.
Some shit really pisses me off. Is this the rest of your podcast, Bard?
I mean, look,
Passion.
I don't want to dive too deep on this. But,
Listen, I know I'm a fish, Bard. I know how to dive deep.
Oh, well then please, can you kind of touch on your stance on the constitutional rights that the American citizens have at the moment? Do you think it's important that we maintain those rights or update them with the times?
On what, firearms?
I mean,
Do people shoot fish? God damn it!
some people have claimed that there should be revolutionary change in the way we do things every generation. What's your stance on that?
Well, every generation to you, Bard, is different from me. Do you know a fish life cycle?
No. What is the fish life cycle? Humor me.
Well, we're born, we fuck, we reproduce, we die.
How is that really different from what humans do?
Yeah, it doesn't seem much different.
Shut up.
Can I get your opinion on a quote?
On a quote?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, life is a sexually transmitted disease with a mortality rate of 100%. What is your stance on that?
I think Tom Hanks said that.
I don't think that's who said that.
Didn't Tom Hanks say that?
You're making me excited now, Bard.
Yeah, I mean, I took notice to the trends that you have with what you're doing on social media. You're constantly kind of putting the narrative on that you're here for a good time, not for a long time.
Well, let me tell you something, Bard. I am here for a good time. But if you elect me President of the United States 2020, I will be here for a long, long time.
And a gooder time.
How about that?
Amen, brothers and sisters. My name is Fishhead Jones, and you all should vote for me.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. You're right there, Fish Face Frank.
Yeah, I'm good. It's just that whale joke really reminded me of my ex.
I didn't say no goddamn whale joke. What the Fish Face Frank? They're fucking mammals.
No, Brad said a whale joke.
Oh, fuck. Well, he should get off Tinder.
I mean,
Damn. Just fuck him.
Can you give me some dating advice? It seems like the way.
Listen, Bard.
It seems like you fish guys kind of do things a little different than us landlubbers here, you know.
Listen, Bard. There's this thing I use called horny goat weed. Have you ever had horny goat weed?
Can't say I have.
I'm on it right now, actually.
I can tell.
So horny goat weed can make your cock go from a foot to a yard.
That sounds like a liability.
Yeah, you get in trouble.
Do you not want a big cock?
I don't think that's really something that your campaign should be.
I have a big cock, Bard. Do you want to be like me?
I didn't know goldfish had cocks.
Listen,
whales
have the biggest cock.
All right.
My goal is to change that. My goal is to make fish have the biggest cock.
So I take it that your stance on genetic engineering might be different than what most of the candidates running right now are.
Yes. I believe that with willpower and enough good daily habits that your cock can grow extremely big. And my cock will be bigger than the bluest of whales.
All right. Fair points there. I mean, it's nothing Donald Trump hasn't said.
Fuck Donald Trump. This is like the 5th time I said this. Are you comparing me to Donald Trump, Bard?
I'm just trying to compare you to all the presidential candidates. Isn't that fair?
Absolutely not, Bard. I am better than all of them. I am better than sleepy Joe Biden. I am better than asshole Donald Trump. I am better than Kanye West. I am Fishhead Jones.
What about
I will run this country, and I will run it well.
What about the Green Party's candidate?
What, the fucking asshole of the fucking Prohibition Party?
If you want to refer to it as that.
Dude, in the fucking 2016 election, there was some professional tuba player that ran for president, and I admire his tuba skills because that made my gills perk. But like, fuck prohibition. God damn, a fish needs to get drunk every once in a while.
Are tubas even really good for anything besides like following fat people inside of supermarkets with them?
I mean, to scale, wouldn't you like to touch on the supermarket tactics with your campaign?
Yeah, fuck supermarkets. It's all about the bodega.
Are you talking about how supermarkets sell like fish?
I mean, just like a lot. I've seen a lot of your campaign material is focused in supermarket locations. That's because that's where the average American is, right? And that's who you're targeting with your campaign, isn't it?
Well,
Fishhead, can you move the mic closer to your mouth? I just want to make sure that we're
like
getting
this.
you.
Put the mic like in
not
your
not
mouth.
that close, just closer than it is.
Okay. Don't put it all the way in your mouth like this. Just put it close.
Just bring it closer to your person. You can use your hand. I know you assuming this human form is strange, but you can just reach forward and pull it a little closer to you.
You want some help there?
Listen to me real close.
All right.
About supermarkets. They sell fish.
They do.
I have a dirty secret. And I'm not about to reveal it on this podcast.
I mean, humor me. Not that I'm saying you're a clownfish or anything like that.
I am not
like for you
called
to
Nemo anymore. Listen, Bard. Let me tell you about the supermarket.
Please.
They sell all kinds of flavors. Succulent flavors. Delicious flavors. Absolutely satisfying flavors. Oh, baby. All different kinds of fish.
Yeah, I've been to them. I'm familiar with what they sell.
Let me just tell you something, Bard. I love fish.
All right, fair point.
I like things that smell like fish. Nah, mean, fam.
Yes,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna reveal any secrets on here, but let's just say that it's a little better salted.
All right.
Yes, I did. Any other questions, Bard?
I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg, but what's your opinion on the how the coronavirus is affecting, different cruise lines and things like this?
Well, I don't give a fuck about people flying in the air. They should obviously...
Yeah, the airlines are definitely being affected negatively as well. I'm kind of asking more about the cruise lines. Those ships are in Atlantean territories, aren't they?
Yes. The cruise lines are getting affected. And you know what reminds me of cruise lines? Fuck Ted Cruz. He's a fucking piece of shit idiot. He's a fucking absolute moron. I don't give a fuck about him. But anyways,
I don't want to accuse you and your party of anything, but it's been noted that the Fishhead Party is spreading rumors that Ted Cruz was a Zodiac killer. Is that true?
Listen, Ted Cruz is actually a brilliant mathematician. The Zodiac killer myth, I didn't start that. Who did you hear that from, Bard?
I mean, it's kind of all over the news. A lot of sources, I'm just saying, come back to your Wikipedia page. And
My Wikipedia page. What does it also say?
Well, it's been noted that you've been making a lot of edits on a lot of these pages based on the metadata that they've gathered from your accounts.
What the fuck does metadata mean, Bard?
So metadata is
Piece of shit.
is the data that surrounds your interaction with the application, not exactly the contents. So, for example, metadata might be your location when you made the edit, or perhaps it is the time that you made the edit, but not the edits that you've made.
I mean, I don't really see how that's relevant where you're doing something at. Sometimes I'm taking a shit and it's like, yeah, I'm going to edit this Wikipedia article.
I mean, it's just strange that these smear campaigns kind of happened at crucial points during these elections. It seems like propaganda coming from Atlantis has been, pretty...
No.
Oh, all right. I just I don't mean to get on any hot topics here. But,
fuck you.
All right, look, I don't mean to get you puffering up here, Fish.
Fuck you.
Relax. All right. If you're gonna keep getting upset, I think we can probably call it get moving to a close here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Now.
Yeah, we don't want to fry any fish right now.
Listen, Bard.
Yes.
So my man Fish Face Frank, right? He says some dumb things sometimes, right?
Me? Never.
But he's a good man. There's a reason I elected him for my campaign manager. And I just want him to tell the story of how he became that.
Please.
So basically, the way I became Fishhead Jones's campaign manager, it started over the suggestion that there simply weren't enough sizzlers on the East Coast. And I mean, who doesn't want to just go to, a nice, meaty, greasy, sex, lubed up buffet kind of deal at the Sizzler? And I suggested that we start one on the East Coast with Fishhead Jones, but he said, wait, that's actually a dumb idea. What if I ran for president? And at that point, I mean, I was so loaded up on fish bowls. See what I did there, liberals? And I said, yeah, let's
we are
fucking
not Republican.
Go with it. And then at that point, I became the campaign manager, and I've been trying to hit up every Jersey Mike's that's been close by in order to fully discharge my duties with the utmost care and diligence.
There's been some studies that your department under the Fishhead campaign is actually responsible for some of these counter-propaganda pieces. Do you want to touch on that? I think you had some examples of how you're effectively waging war against these other candidates and their campaigns.
I would never really, wage war against people that are just going to undo themselves. I mean, I think the best thing you can do in a scenario like that is really just sit back and just watch the fucking fireworks, people,
I mean, you don't have any examples of anything like that, would you?
Of fireworks?
No, I mean, just your counter propaganda that you guys might have
Well,
against the
who
other
needs
candidates.
to manifest counter propaganda when you got, running candidates and opponents like Biden who will just openly blunder on themselves?
We are not Republican.
What? Coom?
Fish Face Frank.
Come?
What are you saying about Jersey Mike's? I don't give a fuck about Jersey Mike.
I care. I'm the one that I have a
don't
confession.
give a fuck.
I have a confession.
I
I'm the
don't
one that
care.
cares about Jersey Mike.
What the fuck is so great about Jersey Mike's? They're overpriced subs. They're not good. You know what a good place is? Fucking Fish Face Frank. Redner's Super Quick Shop.
Yeah, I fuck with those.
All right.
Yes, they serve way better subs than
Fish Face.
Jersey Mike's does not sponsor my campaign, everybody. He's He's full of
Yeah,
shit.
they literally don't sponsor us. I've just been sponsoring them by going to them every possible chance I get on this campaign trail.
This is Fish Face Frank for y'all.
I mean, the discussion I'm trying to have
I
is
just love me some Italian meats.
fair enough.
What Italian meat do you eat? Beef, sir?
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fine. It does feel good to eat a cow when you're a goldfish. I will admit that.
I mean, I don't mean to, have a duel with swords here, Fish. But what I mean to ask is, I've took great notice to your history, and I can see that your species, Fish Face, is actually from the eastern part of the world. Seems like you've spent a lot of time in Japan. You seem to have a lot of experience with their politics, and Japan happens to be pretty close to North Korea, which also has been confirmed ties to you, which is why I brought up the counterinsurgencies that you have blatantly been involved with. You even showed me examples earlier. I don't know if you care to show the audience.
I mean, speaking of insurgencies, like, the one thing I will say about North Korea is, like, have you seen Trump's peace negotiations with them? Like, I just love watching Trump sit down next to Kim Jong-un at the table, and, like, they just look like two fat boys, like two fat, like, elementary school kids that are like, hey, Mom, when are you going to bring the fucking chicken nuggies to the table? Am I right, liberals? And, like,
You're not Republican.
I just really love that about them. It's like, I just want to watch them play in the sandbox together and see where things flesh out to, you know?
I mean, are your ties to the Asian world as legitimate as what I've seen?
Oh, I fucking love yellow people.
Do you have anything to
Fish
shout out
Face
to your Asian fellow fish out there?
Shout out yellow people. Shout out Sakana. Sugoi Sakana. That means great fish in Japanese. If you didn't know, now you know. Liberals.
Kuma-san.
I also know another Japanese word, hentai.
Listen. I mean,
It's like cartoon porn if you didn't know.
Listen, I get really off a marlin, okay? Like a really nicely drawn marlin, just oh my god.
Yeah.
My cock grows to 17 inches.
What's your stance on the great white shark supremacy that's been rampant as of late?
Great white sharks are overrated as hell.
Yeah, what about the great black shark? I mean, great black sharks' lives matter. Am I right, liberals?
I don't know who this guy is anymore. He
was that too
he
much of a
is so
stretch? I
he
mean,
is
fuck
so
me.
You fuck off, you fucking asshole! You're ruining my campaign.
I thought that was the popular thing to say.
You dickhead! You,
No.
we're part of the Fishhead Jones party. What are you praising Donald Trump for?
Oh, was that a Trump thing?
I don't know.
Where did it even start at? Can we just get to the roots here? And that was actually a pun. I don't know if you guys caught that roots pun I just threw in there. Did you like that? Hey, Brad, how do you feel about that roots pun I threw in there?
Listen.
You're really
Was that too leftist?
You're pushing it there, man.
Should I tuck in my collar to let some of the steam out?
Sure.
Fish Face Frank. I think you're a little off the wires right now. You have enough oxygen in you?
Man, you guys stay beaching.
I really don't. It's really fucking hot.
Let me get you some oxygen.
Yes, please. Oxygen, daddy. Oxygenate me. I mean, Black Lives Matter, right, liberals? Oh, yes. Oh, no. The lid is still on.
So Fish Face, you had some examples of your propaganda pieces that you showed me earlier. Do you care to show the people at home that?
Oh, God. I'm good.
This is
all right.
oxygen, Fish Face.
Have you guys ever drank this? Holy fuck. It's called Black
It's
Seal.
water. Shut the hell up.
No, that's the name of the
Shut
it's Black
the
Seal.
fuck
That's
up.
the name of the liquor.
Shut the fuck up.
I think you need to seal your lips there, Fish
You
Face.
fucking
The
asshole.
liquor.
Why did I elect you?
The seal's on the liquor.
You
All
fucking
right.
asshole.
Oh, I got the pun. Seal See on my lip.
All right. So, gentlemen, I don't mean
Let me just put this
to pressure you more than the deep sea here, but time's getting a little tight here. Do you have any closing sentiments there, Fish?
Yeah.
Fish.
Just fucking believe in yourself. Am I right, liberals?
And me, Bard?
Of course.
Yes. So, this campaign manager of mine, Fish Face Frank, listen, I am not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. I am part of the Fishhead Jones party. My name is Fishhead Jones, and I will be the best president that will ever run this country, okay? I believe in legalizing seaweed. I believe in running a mandatory background check for anybody who owns a fishing rod. I believe in funding for the Loch Ness Monster and many, many more things. I will be the solution to the bipartisan system, the bipartisan schism that we have in this country. And I will be your leader, and I will do well. So everybody, all rise for Fishhead Jones!
That sounded a little fascist to me. Just a little bit.
I cannot see where this is going.
Vote for me, everybody.
This message was sponsored by Black Seal Black Rum.
Oh, that smells terrible. All right, I'm gonna.
What? It's the name of the rum.
Yeah, I suppose it is. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream here. You guys enjoy your trip back to Atlantis, gentlemen, or Gentlefish. Sorry.
Thank you very much, and don't forget to vote.
Oh, am I supposed to take a Wizzo?
Well, right now I am thinking of about this angelfish I saw about 6 months ago.
What's up? Was that too much? Well, we're back on the Bardic Inspiration Podcast.
Hell, Zach, I haven't seen you in forever. I'm like, I just got. It's so funny to see you here in Atlantis.
Yeah, not that this pun's been said before, but that whole bit seemed a little fishy to me.
I think so too. I mean, it's so weird. Weren't you just stationed over in Japan? I mean, it's so funny. Like, aren't you in the Marine Corps?
Yeah, I'm actually. Well, no, not anymore.
Oh, that's so weird. They must have. Somehow you ended up in Atlantis, like with your duty station, like getting dismissed. It's so weird that, like, you having a layover right now?
Yeah, I'm actually getting laid in Atlanta. I mean, on layover in Atlantis right now.
Yeah, it's so weird. I ironically myself, I was doing a podcast in Atlantis.
I'm just trying to find some reverse mer people, which are pretty much like just normal humans, because the downstairs still smells like fish.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they merfolk is just the proper term.
Yeah, actually,
I don't want to ruin your chances here.
Because sometimes it smells like bleach, sometimes it smells like blood, sometimes it smells kind of like teriyaki steak sauce. I mean, it doesn't have to smell like fish. That might be a sign of an unhealthy, like, uterine tract infection.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
Well, maybe
know.
not though.
I'm not really that into interspecies relations, but yeah, man. Tell me about your travels. Like, what brings you here?
Yeah, so...
I mean, besides the whole layover situation, I mean...
yeah, getting laid? I mean, laid over?
Yeah.
Laying over?
Yeah.
Slaying over?
Yeah, you know.
Slay bodies? Yeah, I don't know. So, I've been to a whole bunch of different places in my life. Atlantis. I lived in Japan for a little bit. I lived in Amish country for a little bit. I was part of the Amish Mafia for a little while.
Like the TV show?
Well, yeah, people think it's just a TV show, but on the down, like, you know... Thor and Loki.
What the hell?
Oh, hey,
Nick from Scarlet Moon.
What's that I'm
Holy
saying,
shit.
man? I'm
Dude,
back.
that's crazy. Dude,
Suddenly it's like a lot cooler
pull
in here.
the
I
mic
can't
up,
really
man.
explain it.
Yeah, what's up? It's been
Hey, How's
while.
everybody doing today? Oh, I'm all right.
Yeah, man. What are you doing in Atlantis?
You know, man, I'm just a big follower of Fishhead Jones. You know, I'm going to vote for him for this upcoming election. I'm just tired of this crazy bipartisan divide, you know. Like, I'm not for Trump. I'm not for Biden. I'm for Fishhead Jones.
Oh,
Yeah, I
guy's
mean-
one cool fish.
Yeah, I'll drink to
Yeah,
that
fish.
if I had a drink.
Fish
I mean,
guy.
yeah. I actually just
Absolutely.
We actually
interviewed
have
Fishhead
some
Jones.
Black Seal liquor right here.
That's so weird. That's so weird.
You want to try some of this?
I'll pass.
It actually
yeah,
really.
yeah, I'll
this
take some,
this should
man.
really. Yeah, you should.
Awesome. This,
Yeah, that
this,
shit fucking sucks.
this looks like some good stuff, though. No cap.
I mean, it's good. It's really good.
I
No
mean, why don't-
cap.
Just pull the mic up normally, you goon. Anyway, actually,
Like
just,
this, Bard?
Yeah, sure, man.
Okay.
Anyway, so I just had Fishhead Jones on my podcast. It's so weird that's
Oh,
what
really?
brings me to Atlantis.
Yeah.
Wow.
He is.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I ran into Aquaman
Oh,
earlier.
can I hit that sauce?
Absolutely.
Namor
Sauce
was
box.
here. There's like a big campaign, I guess, going on against Black Manta and his terrorist organizations and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
That's very interesting. I mean,
80 proof of what? Am I right, liberal?
I heard that you sound awfully like Fish Face Frank.
What the fuck are you talking
Zach.
about?
I feel like if you just say, "Am I right, liberals?" after anything, like it'll make you more popular or something. I was gonna dye
Interesting.
my hair blonde to try to make me more popular too. I think.
I dyed my hair blonde before.
Yeah.
Bard can attest.
Yeah.
It was
80
bleach
proof of
blonde.
something right
Yeah,
there, Jesus.
I recall when you had blonde hair. That we had a nickname for you back then.
Slim Shreddy.
AKA Martin Luther Sting.
Yes, sir.
Thursday.
By my recollection.
Christ Almighty, dude.
Thank
Oh.
Obama for that one.
That's what I'm
Thanks,
saying,
Obama.
man.
Yeah, the good old days. You know, the economy was booming.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But boy, when Fishhead Jones gets elected president, man, I'm sure he will turn things around.
I mean, right now,
Like-
as you can see, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Legalize latex.
I
Dude,
mean,
he seems he
it's-
likes to fuck,
It's
man.
already
That guy-
legal. I don't know.
That guy sucks and fucks.
Alright, man.
What more can we ask for? You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, dude,
He does it all.
If he's pushing those sorts of things, I think he has a real chance of beating Kanye West. This term.
I
Have you
agree,
ever
man.
seen Kanye yeast before?
No.
I've
Sorry,
had
little-
some yeast.
Little directional joke there. Liberals. Checkmate, liberals.
Speaking of checkmate, goddamn, have you seen Magnus Carlsen lately?
Uh,
Whew, he's playing the moves.
Or like Magnus Opus.
Is he playing a trump card?
No, I think he's playing like, you know, a second queen here and there.
I mean,
Is that a gay joke?
you would have
You just
thought
throw a gay joke in there?
you would have thought he'd win the hand. You would have thought he'd win the hand by then. You know what I mean?
You just slid a gay joke in there. You like that, liberals?
All I'm saying, bro, is that Fishhead Jones 2020 is gonna be the future of America.
I mean, it's better than the future we have right now. You know what I mean?
It definitely is,
No,
son.
like, I can't even. You guys ever see that like AIDS commercial that comes on TV recently? And there's like this one tranny on the commercial, and like no homo, but like I'm honestly a little bit aroused by it. I don't know.
Alright.
You know which one I'm talking about, dude?
I don't.
The thing, the man thing girl is where. Can you say man thing girl? Is that the they? No, sorry, not man thing girl. That's the wrong thing to say. They are wearing a purple dress, and I gotta admit, like, do your thing, yo.
All right.
You know.
Listen, man. I mean, purple's
Dude, do we
a
have more
good
green
color,
shit?
man.
Shit, I should really stop drinking this black.
Yeah, I
Seal
mean,
liquor.
why don't-
Listen, black
I'm gonna sign
seal.
out for a Corona.
So,
Okay.
all right.
Hit-
So,
hit the,
so, so, Brad L. Bard. So, how have you been, man?
Hit the Boshendega.
All right. So, Brad L. Bard.
That's me. Why don't you pull
Listen.
the mic up to a normal height?
So-
Nick the Speedo guy.
Good Lord.
Are you still doing those Speedo antics? What's going on with that, man?
Yes, sir. I am doing the Speedo antics. I just quit my job today.
Wow. What,
So
what
more-
job did you just quit today, Nick? Please humor me. I'm sorry to hear. I mean, the job market right now is quite competitive.
Yeah, you know, I figured that I would make, you know, a decent living playing guitar in a Speedo.
Yeah, I mean,
Wouldn't you agree, Brad Elbard?
There was some guy in New York that worked pretty well for.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
Cowboy guy, right?
But you
I
know,
think he was
he's
completely nude,
wasn't-
actually.
he's
What was
not
his
he's not in
Naked Cowboy?
Pennsylvania.
Isn't
Naked Brokeback Mountain Cowboy.
Yeah, something like that.
Not a gay joke,
Jesus.
liberals.
Yeah, you just failed at that attempt.
Yeah,
you want a bottle
I sure
opener
did.
there?
Oh, do you want to use this?
Can you do it for
Yeah,
me,
I'll
man?
just do.
My God. It's
God.
interestingly enough, I mean, it's pretty ironic. I couldn't imagine that you two would be the ones I would run into in Atlantis on my podcast trip. I don't know if you guys noticed. I've been doing a lot of traveling
Whoa.
for my podcast.
I mean,
lately.
I don't know if you know this about me, Brad, but I wet the bed to remember that I'm a swimmer.
Yeah, and I'm also a
Say what?
swimmer.
Marines are pretty wild.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's a sex thing. It's not even a marine thing.
Yeah, but I'm the
Marine
better swimmer of
animals?
the two, so
Yeah.
are you a better swimmer than
I am the better swimmer. Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna need you to.
Did he
comment
swim
This
5
guy
miles at
below
Blue
who you
Marsh?
think is a better.
I don't know. You might get me on the lake part, but like I'm down. You wanna
Like-
hit up the lake one of these days?
Yeah, we'll hit it up, bro.
All right,
you
I
know.
want you guys to vote in the comments who you think is gonna win. I think Nick has it in endurance. Zach's definitely got it for speed. That's what you Marines are known
Fuck
for, right?
speed. If you're
Eating
chased by a
crayons
big
and
fish, you need
eating poop and
endurance.
Kill people.
I mean, I do pride myself on being a pretty good swimmer and also an adequate crayon eater, even as a retired crayon eater.
I mean, what's
I can throw down at the Crayola factory if you guys are into it.
what's the best flavor?
The best flavor is purple because it's a combination of the two partisan system. Morpheus, Orpheus, Dorpheus. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Fair point. Yeah, man, it's just pretty crazy that fate would bring us all to Atlantis. It's just
Yeah,
wild.
she's a wild chick, dude. You ever fuck Fate?
No. Anyway, so
No.
Nick,
Yes,
it's
yes,
been,
Bard.
it's been ages since I've seen you. I think
Yeah, I saw you playing live the other day. You know,
the other month
with like Sam Diefenbach, Jake Diefenbach. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, we were at one of my live shows. That was in Phoenixville.
So I'm saying, man, you played that Taylor Swift song, so dope.
I don't
I have
know
a
any-
confession,
I don't know
liberals.
any
Yeah.
Taylor Swift songs.
I
That's
thought
what
I
I'm
was getting
saying.
a steal on these Coronas, like when I purchased it, and it was a fucking 24 pack, and I get it out, and they give me I don't want you guys to think that my hands are this big or like I got junk that is this big. Like this is actually a baby, tiny Corona. I mean, I can do one of these on it.
Zach, the box says Coronita, so you can obviously see that this is the
Oh, it's a
small-
girl beer.
No, it's just the small version of the Corona.
How was I
It is, yeah.
supposed to know that?
Look, man.
Maybe if they wrote small Corona on the box, I would have been able to understand that.
I mean, it basically says small Corona on the box in Spanish.
I'm surprised that Orange Man hasn't made any legislature that made it easier for us to just realize that it was small Corona on the box.
Or you could just write.
Are you one of those guys that has a problem that you have to press 2 or 1 for English and 2 for Spanish?
Brad,
What?
are you honestly telling me that you don't press 1 for English?
I'm not saying that, but are you one of the guys that has a problem?
I mean, I do. Admittedly, I do typically press 1 for English. I did take intermediate Spanish in high school, if that's good for anything. I don't know.
Listen.
I can
listen.
be like, la cerveza es fuego, you know?
yo,
I can do
yo,
one of
yo.
those, like, super pasty moves.
Listen,
Dude, I mean,
cable y internet en su casa. That's what I always ask at my job that I quit
Yo,
today.
quick, bump like Dish Network
Yo,
now.
no. But like, listen, I took
Bump Dish.
this is about the American education system, right? Yo, this is about the
Okay,
American education
all right,
system.
humor me.
All right.
Mike, close to your face, man.
Dude, I don't know how to adjust it,
Dude,
man.
just move it.
I have no idea how to adjust it.
Did you
dude.
try trying?
I do try.
When's the last time you played music with Scarlet Moon, man? What's up? It seems
It
like
was-
you forgot how to do vocals.
Dude.
Dude, shout out to my boy Nick, though. He was shredding it up on the fucking Casio earlier.
Oh, that guitar.
I was loving it.
Yeah,
loving it.
buddy, you too, man.
Mad 80s jams. It sounded kind of like Dirty Dancing mixed with like the Terminator movie, if that's even possible. Like imagine Arnold just being like, "No one puts baby in the corner," like that kind of thing, you know?
Bard, I seriously don't know how to adjust this, man. I seriously, can you please help
The
me?
helplessness.
If
All
the
right.
viewers could take
I'm a
1
daddy-
minute.
I'm a daddy for you right now. Here, hold my beer. Said every bright idea
Listen,
ever.
viewers, while you're watching, I
Say
will
when.
look pretty
How's
for you.
that?
You think this is better?
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Thanks, Bard.
You're welcome.
So
Thanks, Brad, for doing that.
I forget which beer's yours, but I think
don't
this
even
is
care, dude. This
Listen,
one feels
I mean,
warmer
we're all
than the one I
human.
gave
We
you.
all have the same saliva. You know, it doesn't matter. Saliva's
Well,
a
just
good
to make
band
sure,
too.
check
You
this
know,
out, liberals.
it's just
guys,
like
guys, you're out of control. Like this. If we're gonna continue the podcast, like I was gonna end this. I just had Fishhead Jones on. I did not expect.
Oh,
you guys
I'm
to-
sorry. I'm
We're
so
kinda
sorry.
redlining a little bit at the
Yeah,
end,
I'm
not gonna
I'm
lie.
so sorry. I'm
Yeah,
so
like when you're
sorry.
playing Guitar Hero
But
and
here,
the
let,
singer's
let, let
carrying
me.
the show.
Why don't we do this? I'll like let me take turns, kind of like. queue you guys up with
Absolutely,
some questions.
absolutely.
I feel you.
Yes.
So you're closest to me, so I'll start with you.
Okay.
So you were in the Marine Corps, and what was your MOS?
So I did calibrations for 6 years of my life. That's basically dealing with any kind of different measurement system that you guys would encounter, be it multimeter. Yeah, I said multimeter. You like that, fucking liberals? Or also like scale-based or pressure-based measurements. We really do it all. It's a versatile MOS for us. I mean, also you were an Army Reserve. I mean, I'm sure your viewers.
Yeah, I was
know that.
National Guard actually.
Oh,
they
sorry,
probably
dude. I'm a
didn't.
fucking idiot. I might as well have said the goddamn Air Force at this point.
Chair Force.
I might as well have said fucking. He's in the Coast Guard.
Those
Not
guys
even
are
close.
those guys are stationed on the beach right over there. It's
I mean,
it's
I
a
think they're
cheat.
kind of just
It's a
like a
cheat code.
mythos at this point. Like you see them once in a while, and you're like, is that really a fucking Coast Guard? I've met like one retired in my life that I actually talked to. Like, so I know they're not ghosts, but
I mean, I believe you. So one more question
Yeah,
before I kind of go over to Nick. If you could give like your top 3 Marine Corps MOSs and like bottom 3 MOSs,
my top 3 MOSs.
like
Man,
what are you gonna fulfill your life the most effectively with? Top
mean,
and bottom.
honestly, I think that if you go into the Marine Corps, you should absolutely try to be an 03. Like, I don't really care what it is. Just try to be a grunt and get fucking like actually deployed. Because otherwise, it's like, why didn't you just join the fucking Air Force if you were gonna be a POGAS like myself? Which absolute POG here, guys. So whatever that's fucking worth.
Yeah, I mean, so like top 3 though, like to be specific. Top 3, bottom
Be specific.
3. Yeah, like just pick three jobs at the top, like and then 3 jobs at the bottom that you recommend to a viewer maybe that's curious about enlisting.
I mean, I hate to say it, but like, I'm honestly just gonna go with like the 03 community like as a whole. Also, if you guys want to be like motor T or something, I say go for it. And then, fuck it, dude. Food prep also as a top. Like, why not just defund the fucking chow hall? But before it gets defunded, like, at least you're gonna know that the people that work for the food prep industry are gonna make you a good fucking omelet, and that's all that really matters.
I mean,
Like, despite the fact that we eat crayons, like they can also make good omelets.
I'll speak on behalf of my own military service.
I don't
and,
know what bottom 3 would be. I mean,
I
it all
mean-
fucking sucks.
I mean, but you mean you can pick. I definitely would definitely put cook on my bottom 3.
That would be bottom 3, dude?
For sure, because I've been a KP,
Well,
and the
that's a-
cooks get up the earliest and they go to sleep the
They
latest.
do.
Then again, every other MOS has.
I
Some
think I would put
semblance of
MP
it.
as one of my bottom 3, actually.
Why? Go ahead. Let me see your bottom 3.
Well, like, you're talking about, like, early and late hours and, like, swing shift bullshit. I think MPs deal with a lot more of that horse shit than, like, the normal guy does. I mean, being a cook, at least you know, like, you're getting paid way more bank than the dude that works at McDonald's or BK is to, like, just know how to, like, they don't know how to make fucking anything, dude. They really fucking blow. But they can make a good-ass omelet, and that's the one thing that they do know. It's not that they don't know anything. They know one thing, and that's how to make an omelet.
All right, so MP's at the bottom. 2 other ones that like don't get this MOS.
Fuck, dude. 2 other ones at the bottom. I don't know, dude. I mean, really, not to be meta about it, but I think the military is what you make it. Like, if you can just wake up every day and do a job, it doesn't matter where you're going to work at. It's really about an individual and where they're actually happy at. And I'm not trying to be fucking flaky-ass snowflake kind of douchebag right now, but it's really just like, where can you be at and be happy? And that's what really matters.
So do your research. That's your advice.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you go into the military, I don't care what branch you join, like, be it Marine Corps, be it Air Force, be it the fucking Army, like, it's gonna blow. You're gonna
Space
have,
Force.
it's gonna be the best of times, it's gonna be the worst of times. Like, join the Space Force, like, Steve Carell might suck your cock, who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
I'll drink to that, brother.
I'll drink to that.
Nick, so
Yes, sir.
it's been a while since I've heard any news about Scarlet Moon. Your new album came out, Fifth Dimension. Interesting album art. Do you want to kind of touch on like some inspirations for the artwork?
For the artwork, yeah. So me and my fantastic drummer, Ryder Huey, we went to Blue Marsh, the home of Fishhead Jones, and we took a picture of a stump. Like, we took a picture of, 10 different stumps, right?
Okay.
And we chose the best stump. And we chose that as our artwork.
I like it.
And then we
why
so
choose a
okay.
stump as the thing?
So cuz there's a big nature philosophy in the album.
You hit me.
Yeah. So like Centipede, for instance, like that song, there's a bunch of numerical references in it. And that's basically about all the legs of the centipede getting ripped off each other into nothing, right? So the legs of the centipede represent the people of the world, right? And it's the fighting of the world is the legs of the centipede, right? So each leg of the centipede is a body of a human. And the more fighting that goes on, the less legs there are, thus the less humans there are. And it's a very environmental type of album, right? It's we should take care of this world because this world takes care of us. So we decided to stump as the album art, and we decided to have moss. All that green in the background is moss, and we just liquefied it and photoshopped it into And I mean, me and Ryder and Buck, we're all into psychedelic music, we're all into the Grateful Dead or Radiohead, We're all Tool. We're all into that type of music.
I mean, speaking of Tool, it sounds like your Centipede song idea has some Red and 2 themes to it.
Yeah, dude. We tried.
Brad can cover that song sometimes live.
Well, we tried with Brad. He didn't like the initial version of it.
I
but
hated Centipede.
He hated the first time of it.
It kind of grew on me, and
Yeah.
hearing you sing it on the album actually,
Yeah.
It rustled my jimmies a little.
Cool.
I think my favorite song on the album
Sure.
is probably either Abyssal or Berserker.
Really? Cool.
Okay.
And
I thought you were gonna say
ironic-
Blue Sunlight, actually.
Dude, I gotta check this out.
Well, nah, actually, Blue Sunlight was interesting, but it definitely wasn't my favorite. I'd probably pick those two because
Sure. Nostalgia.
They're my favorite ones to perform.
I got you.
Honestly.
Yeah, I got you.
But
Yeah.
They came out pretty solid, man.
Yeah.
Random question. I mean,
Sure.
are you gonna feature any artists such as me and Zach on the new album?
Yeah.
I got the Scarlet. I have a bunch of different equipment. I mean, all you would need to do is hit me up. I'll definitely be there for the sesh.
Yo,
So, okay.
where are you recording the newest album?
So we're recording at Spiro's Modern Music again.
Yeah, I know.
We already have a song called Theory of a Dead Man, and we have
the band.
What's that?
Yeah,
Like the band.
Wait. I said that wrong. I'm sorry. I had too much alcohol tonight.
I'll drink to that, brother.
This is called. Nah, we ain't Theory of a Dead Man. God damn. This is called Through a Dead Man's Eyes.
Okay.
We recorded a song called that, and then we recorded a song called Stoned Ape.
Ooh,
Okay.
Stoned Ape is really cool. Stoned Ape.
Rogan
So,
inspiration
dude,
there.
absolutely. So, I mean, Joe Rogan is one of my heroes, but so
I can't say he's not one of mine.
dude, so
doesn't love Joe
so
Rogan?
Stoned Ape, dude, is about an ape. So Stoned Ape is about an ape that ate too many mushrooms, and the ape became stoned. So I'm playing guitar in a way that it would sound like a stoned ape would play it. So I'm playing it all with fingers.
69.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. 69 all day, baby. But fuck 6ix9ine. Anyways, so
Fuck Donald Trump.
that's a fuck Donald Trump.
All right.
Anyways, so yeah. So Stoned Ape is like what it would sound like if an ape took mushrooms. It's a very psychedelic. This new album we're doing, with the title as of now, it's called Existential Alterations.
I like it.
It's very trippy, very psychedelic. It's
Sounds
we're
pretty crazy, man.
yeah, we're just getting more and more insane as we grow older. I guess that's what happens.
Fair
right?
enough.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, man. You guys were one of the only groups of friends I had that could do odd time signature stuff and jam and be consistent with this stuff.
Yeah.
And man, it's
Yeah.
it's only natural that you would be, taking this leap into the, furthering the art rock development.
Sure, sure.
if you will.
Yeah, so I'll say my personal favorite song off the album is Reptilian.
Off the Fifth Dimension.
Fifth Dimension, yeah. just to the fact of like just like everything that goes into it, and live like Reptilian is very fun to play because there's like a very long like instrumental section that I can just be like an idiot in the crowd for like 2 minutes, and that's always fun, you know, because like when you're like the primary vocalist, you know, which you know how it is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But man, it's dude, it's crazy because like I think, you know, like I listen to like other music, you know, and like there's like a lot of things that I draw inspiration from, right? I draw inspiration from like obviously metal because that's what we all grew up listening to, right?
I wouldn't
all
say
of us.
I wouldn't say I grew right.
You didn't grow up listening to that?
Liberals,
Liberals grew up
conservatives.
listening to metal.
Trump likes metal.
The
I
Green
definitely
Party.
didn't grow up listening to metal. I'll be honest.
Really? Wow.
The
Dad rock.
the first like metal I listened to was Linkin Park.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta say Periphery.
That's
was the,
really-
diving point for
I
me.
mean,
Get outta here,
I
dude.
listened to
That's
Linkin Park
interesting.
too. You know, like I started listening to them when I was like 12.
Yeah.
Um,
I was pretty young.
Don't get me wrong. I still like Linkin Park. You know, like
I mean,
like
their older
they,
stuff's definitely my jam.
Yeah.
But
You like Shadow of the Day.
So,
I still fuck with it.
yeah, I mean that's definitely like I think Minutes to Midnight was a good album.
Yeah,
I
2 minutes to midnight.
It kind of 2 minutes.
Yeah,
But,
I agree.
Yeah, well, I think it kind of went downhill after that. In my
but-
personal opinion, I would love to see them live.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
wait to see him put out another one.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's what got me banned from Facebook last time.
But
Dude, that's cool. That's cool, man. I mean, I think, dude, like I think like of the times like I see like on Facebook, like I get like notifications sometimes of like videos that happened 3 years ago. Cause like when you were in the band, that was 2017. Also known as a very good year of my life. But
You're welcome. 2020. I mean, fuck.
yeah, 2020 had its downs, but you know, you got to keep improving.
I hope you don't have downs.
But dude, like it's like I look at like
That's fucked up. Oh my god.
I look at like old videos, you know, of us playing, man, and like that was awesome, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Like I remember
fuck
when we would do Berserker and you would
Dude.
just like
I'll say it was interesting your interpretation of the vocals on that. I'll be honest.
sure.
So
But-
who wrote them?
You did.
Yeah, I wrote
I
them.
think
Yeah.
I modified some things, and then
Some
you
things, yeah.
you kind of pulled those things. You kind of went back to what it was before. Maybe
a little for my style.
Maybe
yeah.
I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong that you didn't pull every edit that I made when I was in the band out, but you definitely changed things from when I was in.
A little bit.
Which makes sense.
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean?
Because I
Especially
don't have
on-
the same caliber, so to say, as you do.
Well,
right.
and even just like you're doing an album version versus a live version, it's gonna be different.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys were at a sperm bank, it looks like you could both shoot. So let's not talk about calibers.
Listen, Brad and I both have high sperm. All right, cheers to high sperm count.
You guys both have a high sperm count. I spent way too much time drinking Mountain Dew and sitting in hot tubs, hoping that I have a low sperm count because I don't want to set up franchises.
But yeah, but Bard, like it was like do you remember that section of Berserker where you just yell?
That sounds integral to the song.
like yeah, and he would like when we play it live, like Brad's cue, he would just yell, right?
Well, no,
So-
I said slaughter. That's what I would scream.
Really? I never knew that.
Interesting.
You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell that well with the gutter.
I had no idea, dude. I was just like focused and man.
I really liked what you did there. Made it feel like a fucking
Torture scene.
yeah. No, like let me be specific. It made me think of like a Rob Zombie horror film, like House of a Thousand Corpses
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
I honestly, I fucked with it. I really
That's
liked
Cool.
what you did there.
Cool, man.
I
Cool,
wish,
cool.
I wish you could do that live because you were layering the screams, which was cool.
I wish I could do it live too. Yeah.
It's that would be a lot harder. I mean, you'd have to get the whole band in on.
That's like the struggle of doing
Listen,
like Beach Boys
so
level
it's
recordings,
dude,
you know?
it's like one of those things like Dystrophy is another one of those songs, right? That was after you left the band. But that was like one of our heavier ones.
I didn't know that song.
Yeah.
Familiarly.
So that was like dude, I was like going through like a deep depression like during that song, right? And I was like writing the lyrics, dude. My fucking mom happened to see those lyrics. Like I left it on the kitchen table, dude, and she saw it. Like, and those lyrics are like so depressing. And she's like, "Buddy, is everything all right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yo, everything's fine. It's just like it's just a song."
Yeah. It's just a song.
Whatever, bro.
But dude,
inspiration from Eric Andre.
Oh, fuck.
but dude, like when we play that though, like Ryder has like a type of shit that he does.
He hits that pterodactyl pitch.
Yeah, dude, it's like pterodactyl noises. But
That's crazy.
it's cool. Like for like the new album though, bro. It's like we're gonna incorporate like a lot more live elements. So like I'm gonna like, cause like piano's like my second instrument, right? Like I'm decently well versed in piano. I just like haven't played it like at like a big live set yet. Yeah, really.
What do you think about doing like a MIDI controller thing live? Like doing samples?
I would love it, dude. I mean,
like
dude,
your fucking
anything,
thing, this Casio guitar.
anything
Oh, Casio,
artistic,
yeah.
dude,
That would be
is
a
like,
cool thing to do.
You could hit the synchrofill and then just do those cool ass 80s drum fills.
Yeah.
dude,
it was crazy. Fish Face Frank was playing that at the beginning of like the podcast I did with
Yeah,
them.
dude's a
Was
real
he?
cocksucker, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Like compared to the
candidate, Fishhead Jones, right?
Yeah, Fishhead Jones like knows what he's doing and that kind of persona. Like my
Yeah.
persona has always been more of. Oh, did I start talking about personas here? My
Wait,
bad.
your persona? What are you talking
No,
about?
I meant Persona.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
like
said
that fucking
Persona,
anime
for
game,
sure.
Persona 5.
Wait, you're in an anime?
Joker's wag.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't talking about being a furry or anything. I mean, that would be too
S tier.
controversial.
Yeah,
Son
I
of a
see.
bitch.
So
But
like,
hypothetically, if you guys had a persona, like what would it be?
I mean,
Not to like do the thing. But
so my persona would be, and one of my best friends is a Russian boy. His name is Pavel Vladimirovich Kudlanov.
should be like a bear.
He is the man, dude. He is so.
Kuma-san.
If you think I'm crazy,
Kuma-san.
dude, if you think
Hey,
I'm
Brad,
crazy,
what's up?
you should see him. Like this guy is so crazy. Like I love him to death. But
Zangief
his
from Street Fighter.
his name is Pavel Vladimirovich Kudlanov.
Dude, I would love to meet your Russian friends.
Dude,
He
they're
sounds,
awesome,
he sounds
dude.
like a character from John Wick.
Yeah, no, we need
Hopefully, he's not gonna
Borscht,
kill
we
the
need
dog, man.
buckwheat
Shit.
together,
Shit
dude.
Christ.
Listen, so his little brother, his little brother was like 6 at the time, right? And he would tell me, he'd go, "Bishtanaya Comanda." And you know what he was saying to me? He said,
don't.
"No pants team, no pants team." And that became my life goal. I became Nick the Speedo guy because of his little brother saying, "Bishtanaya Comanda."
Well, like Nick,
Like going commando?
Well, actually, that in Russian, that's what that means. Bishtanaya Komanda means no pants
instead of
team.
no
were you actually on
underwear.
a swim team like at all?
I wasn't, but
Okay.
like I've just like been naturally gifted with swimming talent. I don't know why.
Dude, yeah. I
Can you
fuck
give
with
an
middle school.
example of like how you can display your talents to the
My
audience?
swimming talent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a YouTube video at Nick the Speedo guy. Subscribe to Nick the Speedo guy on YouTube. I have a video. My second video I ever uploaded was a video of me swimming at Blue Marsh. I swam 5 miles straight.
Dude, that's fucking ridiculous.
It was,
It
dude.
is fucking
It
ridiculous.
hurt so
I
bad
honestly
afterwards.
don't know if I've ever swam 5 miles straight in my life. I mean, I've done miles consistently, but 5 miles swimming is a fucking feat, dude. Like,
Dude, it hurt so
Jesus,
bad.
like,
Dude,
Jesus.
literally, dude, I couldn't walk. I had to have the people that were kayaking beside me. You know, they were kayaking beside me for safety and for video reasons. But
That's some berserker shit right there.
I
for
like that
real.
word.
It really is. I mean, I feel like that, like when you go those distances that are like inhuman, like that's what the Vikings meant when they said
Dude.
berserker. Like these dudes
That-
ran
Yo, let me-
miles and they slayed fucking bodies
Yeah.
afterwards.
Like, were they pumping like David Goggins motivation videos at you the
Oh.
whole time?
Okay, so David,
Fucking
listen,
you.
yo, fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. Like,
Stay hard. Stay hard, Nick.
all right,
I'll
so
go
David.
inside.
No, do you like David Goggins?
I
No,
love
that's
David
fucking
Goggins, man.
retarded.
David Goggins is one of my best. He's one of my biggest
just
role models.
Fucking love David Goggins.
I just rip on it, dude, because like I see people get sucked up into it.
hard.
Yeah, I do stay hard. Just like the Hulk's secret in Endgame, he's like, "Why are you always angry?" He's like, "My secret is I'm always angry." Like that's my secret with like horny goat weed or whatever. Oh god, I totally missed the box. No, like
That's
I
why
don't
you don't
really
play
mean fuck
basketball.
Goggins because I never read the book. Like I just watched people get like siphoned up into it, and they would still be soft afterwards. So I'm thinking like, did you absorb the hardness that man was protruding? in
Zach
his
said
pants?
they stay soft.
All right,
I'm
listen.
saying, dude, they picked the book up, they read it, and it didn't make them change like really that much.
Listen, Zach.
I'm not saying that's everybody. I'm saying it's
Okay.
what I've witnessed personally.
Everyone, follow him on Instagram at ZachAnus.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Please do.
Zach, David Goggins is one of my biggest idols. All right.
He's a Navy SEAL, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm not
From-
saying
from-
he's
from-
not a hard ass.
okay. So from my perspective, right.
I think he's a hard.
So
bod.
I
I've
think he's just a
always
hard
I've
guy.
always been about like torturing myself.
Yeah,
like, throughout my life.
Masochism.
Yeah, like he does, right? So it's like I ran cross country from middle school to college.
I mean, how does that differ from like the CEO that goes to like a sex dungeon to you though?
Yeah, but like, dude,
Well, like just being like, we're talking about masochism here. Like, how does that differ from like the CEO of a
Dude.
company that's just like, please, mistress, like stomp on my balls with your high heels? Like, have they endured the same amount of torture that someone like David Goggins?
nah. I don't want to mess. Nah.
I
We're
think
not messing with it. We're just like hypothetically.
Listen,
think
it's
rhabdomyosis
what this
hurts way
vessel
more
of your body
than
can do.
stepping on
I'm
the
not saying
ball
he's not a
like,
hard ass. Like, but
No, he is a hard ass,
He
but
is a
like,
hard
dude,
ass.
I want to be at like his level.
Hard
though. That's
body.
what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
like that,
everybody
dude.
wants to be
That's
a
why I
god.
quit my job, bro. Because I want to be at that level. And working 55 hours a week, I couldn't be at that
It's
level.
not it, Chief. It's not it.
It ain't it, Chief. You're
It ain't
right.
it, Chief.
You're right. Nah,
Dude,
come on.
Bump the fucking
Yeah.
Master Chief, Double XP, Monster Edition.
all right, guys. All right, let's change the topic. Let me come back to Zach here.
I can't believe we got on.
He's a good moderator.
All right, I am.
You are, bro.
Thank you. I'll drink to that.
I mean, I fuck with Goggins, dude. I'm just talking about sex dungeon shit.
Yeah. All right.
I'm out
Question,
of beer.
question.
Oh, yeah.
What,
Yeah, give
I'm
me
gonna
another one.
give you the option of two
Almost.
topics. Do you want me to ask you
Can you
more
open
Marine
it?
Corps stuff, or do you want me to kind of stay music centric?
You
I-
can say music centric, bro. That's
I don't.
cool.
I don't really care either way. It's not that I feel like
Say no
uncomfortable
more.
talking about
Say no more.
my military.
I'm
duties.
getting back
Stations.
into music,
what,
dude.
What duty stations have you been at? Which
Okay.
ones were the best? Top three, worst three.
So really, I've only been stationed in Japan, and I think a lot of people would look at that and they would probably laugh about it. But I just wanted to keep staying out there, and like maybe it was like partially because like of the idea that things would pop off, and like I wanted to be involved in it. And I know that sounds like a really selfish. This one was yours. I cracked it for you. I know it sounds like a really selfish ideation to like suggest something like that, but I'd like to think at some point, like when I joined the Corps, like I had the idea that like I wanted to be part of that. Yeah, you're foaming a bit, bro. I wanted to like be part of that like forward deployed element and like actually get like involved in the thick of it. Like I don't know if like I would have like died or got like blown up or something, but I think that I did have like a lot of really bad like thoughts and like ideas inside of my head, and there was the plausibility that like going there and like if it just ended, it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. I mean, fortunately
Do you
enough,
think you might have gotten PTSD because of that? Like, do you think you were predisposed to get PTSD from like a traumatic event that might have happened,
if
based on what you just said?
that I was predisposed to develop PTSD. What do you mean by that?
Well,
Glenn?
you were just saying
So
like
you're suggesting that I have.
no, I'm saying like,
Okay.
do you think you might have gotten it if you were in those situations? Because you were saying like you were mentally.
Well, like
I
I
don't
think
know.
I was like mentally like fortified for it, like or
Oh,
mentally
okay.
like.
All right, I
No,
miscommunicated what you were
I
saying.
mean, like I
then.
wanted it to happen. Like I would have joined like probably the Air Force or another branch. Like had I had ideas that I was just going to be working in a laboratory, which is pretty much what I did. Like I'm just a lab rat, really. I'm just a
Word.
gym rat, like lab rat kind of dude. I mean, there was like warfare training elements that we all conspired in and took part in, but I mean, honestly, personally, I was never involved in the year 2020 back to like 2013 in a situation where I was deployed in a combat environment that my life was really in immediate danger per se. I mean, we're in Japan, like, you know, there's things like the Yakuza, but like you exist in places like Philadelphia and Reading, and there's also gangs there. I mean, I don't view Japanese gangs as being that much different from American gangs, relatively speaking. I mean,
So you lived in Japan, right?
I
So
think it's like
are there weapon like what kind of weapons do you have to deal with there, like from the local community? Like guns aren't legal like they are in America and Japan, are they?
yeah, so Japan's policy on guns and drugs is a lot stricter than what America's policy on those
Yeah.
elements are. Like if you have pot in Japan, it's actually a felony for them.
Jeez.
Yeah, it really is.
What a buzzkill.
Good God.
I would agree that's a buzzkill.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know,
I went to
Fishhead Jones's policy on.
He's
Seaweed.
pro seaweed, dude. I mean, that's I'm voting for him just for that. But like,
I
hear
THC what you did there.
So I went to EDC Japan every year for like the. Oh, do you want another one, dude? You already killed it.
No, I didn't kill it. I just forgot it was there.
You're good. You're good. I went to like EDC
Damn,
Japan.
notice your beer, senpai.
You guys probably know the like Vegas version of that, and it was super funny because I went to the trance tent the one year, and this dude's just there like preaching at them over like heavy like house techno music. He's like, Japan, grow more weed, and I'm like, you know what? Japan and Okinawa both have the perfect climate for like pulling off some kind of like South American like drug operation. You could be growing that fucking granddaddy perp, that blue dream, like whatever the fuck you're into.
They'd probably call it. They'd probably
I
call
don't
it
know
Green
what
Dragon
the kids
over
call
there.
it these days.
I would call it
That's
Green
what I'm
Dragon.
saying, man. Yo, you
Yeah,
you keep
Brand
talking
this shit,
about
bro.
that, man. I'm gonna take a piss. All right.
All right, bro.
All right. Yo, so I'm gonna keep an ear out while I talk to him, because I'm gonna reflect the same question back at you.
Okay.
So we touched on the Marine Corps stuff.
Yeah.
Back to some music topics here. I want to know from you, what are like some big albums or like songs that were dropped in like the last year or two that like really hit the mark for you?
So for recent releases,
Like top three
things that I've really been listening to. Protest the Hero. I don't know how familiar your viewer base is with Canadian prog metal.
I don't even know who that is, but it sounds
You
like
listen
a
to Protest?
no, man. It sounds like a cool name.
Yeah,
I
you
like
should
the name.
definitely check
yeah,
it out.
DM it to me, brah.
Yeah, I absolutely will. So they put out a new album this year called Polympist, and I think they really fed into a lot of the things that were going on in America, but from a Canadian perspective, like an outsider-in perspective of what's going on in the homeland. That was really interesting to me. Another really good one that I checked out was Hail Stan by Periphery. I mean, I guess that was actually dropped like last year, though. And, like,
Yeah,
not
it's
this
fine.
year.
Like I said, like last year or two.
So that one was really good as well. They covered a lot of stuff. I mean, I think at the heart of the album, like from my understanding of it is, it was kind of, I hate to say the word hippie, but it did have some hippie elements to it. You know, they were like, hey, we should really be like respecting the planet more. And
Yeah. I mean, satellite's all about like fucking watching the world.
Yeah, and then
fucking
you have like ideas about the
cataclysm.
reptilians. You have some ideas about like Vikings and stuff, and it fed back to stuff that like I enjoyed a lot going into like sophomore years of college and like ending out high school. Like I was just super into Vikings and the reptilians and all those things, like David,
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they really did a good job of executing that. Another artist that I really have enjoyed recently has been Oliver Tree, and he just put out his last album. What was it called? It was something about like ugly people. And I don't know. I liked it though. He's like kind of like new age rapper, and I would definitely recommend giving it a listen and checking it out.
I do like reptilians.
Everybody likes the reptilians.
That's what
Alright,
I'm
man.
saying,
So
man.
Nick,
Like, lizard
like
people.
your top three bands or albums rather
Oh,
in
boy.
the last year or two.
I can't really say about like top 3 albums, bands of like, cause dude, there's like,
It's hard.
yeah,
I
there's
don't
like
know,
there's
man.
so many genres.
I mean, just like like what are 3 albums that came out in the last couple of years that like really influenced you?
I don't know, man. I mean,
Bro,
Tool's new album's really good.
Okay,
yeah,
fair
Fear
enough.
Inoculum.
Fear Inoculum's really good.
Yeah.
You know, like everything Mastodon puts out's really good.
I heard
Right,
a quote about
Mastodons.
Mastodon earlier that people called them out as the new Metallica, and they were like, since they got traction, they've been selling out. I don't know how you feel about that.
They're better than Metallica.
Ooh, man, that's a controversial.
Okay,
thing to say.
listen,
I mean,
listen.
but here,
Metallica,
let me
Metallica's
say this.
legendary.
Dude, the new Emperor of Sand album is
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
I like Mastodon.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact,
Well,
Ryder,
Crack the Sky's
drummer-
better than that. Even
I don't
That's
think
not
so.
like, what,
Really?
2011?
You don't
here's,
think so?
Here's why. Because
Interesting.
Emperor of Sand is what got me into them, right? Like Hybrid
Ah.
Theory is what is your favorite Linkin Park
Okay,
album, 'cause
so
it was the
I
first one you heard,
disagree.
You know what I mean?
White whale, dude.
Yeah.
That's like old man.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying, yeah, I mean, like, there's good songs from back in the day, but it's like one of those things where the album that got you into the band, like the first, I think, in my opinion, the album that you run through the whole thing and you enjoy the whole album is what sets the precedence for what you enjoy from that band.
Yeah, so Crack the
Yeah.
Sky.
Yeah, I wasn't into them back then, so
Yeah.
yeah. That's cool.
I wasn't either, but
You ever cover a stairway?
I didn't.
It's weird.
That's interesting, dude. I no, cause Mastodon last weekend I saw Billy Strings live.
Dude.
Do you know who that?
Justin
You know who that
Abaki?
is?
Absolutely.
Awesome, dude. Billy Strings is a virtuoso of virtuosos. You know,
He is,
he's
he is.
so good at what he does.
A master flag.
And yeah, dude, it's crazy that like I turned 25 like not too long ago, and just to think that like I've heard like the virtuoso of virtuoso musicians, right? Like at this age is crazy, dude.
Dude, Billy Strings
it's
on
like-
the Grand Ole Opry, that's a hell of a
Yeah.
show right there.
Well, it's like, cause like, dude, like even like last year, like me and Ryder, we went to see the Philadelphia Symphony Orchestra,
Yeah.
and oh my god, dude, every musician in that orchestra is like 10 out of 10, like
Masters level.
so good, dude.
Absolutely.
And it's like, whoa, we saw 50 years after the moon landing, right? And it was like, whoa, like they played stuff from like Gustav Holst, you know, and some stuff from John Williams too, and it was like, whoa, like if you seeing classical music live is like unbelievable.
Yeah.
It is just like an
I mean,
outer body
just watching
experience.
an orchestra live in general.
It's-
seeing,
dude,
seeing
they're
all the
so
seeing
good,
all the
dude.
moving parts
Like-
just integrate perfectly is insane.
Yeah, like you look at like music, and there's like two ways to look at music, right? You look at music in like the business sense, and you look at music through like the artistic sense, right?
Yeah.
And like the business sense, like you have like, you know, you could have like a shitty musician, right, that can only play 4 chords on a guitar, and he can be like selling millions of records, right?
That could have been Cobain right there or something, you know?
Right. Or you could have a musician that's like relatively unknown, who's just a virtuoso, an expert, absolutely master at what he does. And he doesn't sell as many records, but the art he creates is just like phenomenal.
Yeah,
And that's like
I feel that.
absolutely. And you know, like my listening, you know, like I've been listening to a lot of new age music lately. I don't know.
Jerry Lewis on the news.
No, like a Ludovico Einaudi or
My head.
Duter,
Ooh.
Yuruma.
Like Deuter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You listen to him?
That's been shuffled into my
Sorry, I was
shit. on
thinking-
YouTube
Really?
playlists,
That
yeah.
shit. Oh, dude, I thought I was the only person.
I couldn't pick out like a song, but like I know
Dude,
the
he's
name,
phenomenal, man. Like, if I was like at a work, like you know how like at work they play like whatever music they play, and generally it's shitty. Well, instead of like,
Whatever.
I would like, dude, if I owned like a big firm, right, I would play like new age music, cause like new age music is like the least ear fatigue you get. Like Reiki, for instance, or Reiki. That you can go like for very long with music like that because it's meant for meditation and sleep,
Yeah.
and that's like awesome, dude. It's you know, it's like one of those things where it's like just like living your daily life, you know. You just want to be chill, right? And like
Yeah.
new age music, dude, is like that cure.
I feel like ear fatigue is such a relative term.
It
It's more
is, dude.
Like, it's brain fatigue is what it is. Like, you
Well,
get sick of listening
yeah, it
to
is
the
brain
same
fatigue.
I've heard. I mean,
themes
let me
over
let
and
me
over.
let me hear your opinion on this. Like, I've heard like when you're going to study or trying to do a task that's focusing oriented, like maybe working on a spreadsheet at work or some
Sure.
shit like that, right?
Yeah.
You're-
Microsoft Excel.
Yeah.
Microsoft
they,
Groove.
They say listening to music that's in a different language helps you focus on the task better because you're not focusing on the song.
Yeah, so there's one thing that I've been really interested in lately, right? So at my previous job, I've had a lot of Indian coworkers, and I love Indian culture and Indian food, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And there's this place called Banana Leaf in Harrisburg, right? Anybody who's listening, go to fucking Banana Leaf in Harrisburg. It has the best fucking Indian food you'll ever eat. Anyways, I digress. So, ragas, right? Like Indian ragas. So generally, you know, like when you've like spent a lot of your life being a musician, like you understand like a structure and how a song's made, right? And like you understand things, right? Like you understand like, okay, this pop song has verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. But it's like ragas, I don't understand. I still don't understand them yet. And that's why it's so interesting to me.
Yeah.
Like it's like I just want to listen to more ragas and understand like how they're composed because like a lot of Eastern music, they use notation that isn't in Western music.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of like they have a 24 note scale, we have a 12 note scale.
Because of microtones.
It's so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's like what? Why do we only have 12 notes?
Yeah. Well, my my favorite progressive metal band is actually like a super band, for lack of a better term, that has Indian members and like some American guys. Sky Harbor,
Yeah.
Tesseract, members are in there. Yeah, dude. Like a lot of members in that band are from India actually, and their structures are amazing. It's a soundscape, epic fucking metal adventure. And yeah, man, I definitely. I'm a huge fan of foreign elements in my music. Like whenever, like, you know, I was touching on this earlier about like I don't know if I don't remember when I brought this out to you guys, but I was saying about like the harmonic minor stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? The fact that you don't hear that stuff in a lot of pop music.
Yeah.
Just hearing these scales that are, you know, dissonant.
Yeah, I think we're talking about Katy Perry. At
Yeah.
the time, that's when it came up.
Yeah. That was before you got here, actually.
Katy Perry. Good
yeah,
God.
He was like, yeah, Katy
Good
Perry,
God.
and I'm like, yeah, dude, her motifs.
Baby, you're a firework.
Let's not say we did.
Yeah, I know, absolutely.
But I was joking and saying like, yeah, her motifs are trash, and her lack of use of the harmonic minor.
Lady Gaga's far superior.
All right, man. Look,
I like Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
I'm not trying
I like
to wage
Lady
war.
Gaga and Katy Perry equally.
No, Lady Gaga's way better than Katy Perry.
Dude, but I'm just saying in what the fuck was the movie? A Star Is Born? Lady Gaga was the reason that dude killed himself. Well, the character that she played was.
Anyways, what were you saying, Bard?
Let me derail these shenanigans really quick.
That wasn't even shenanigans. That was really how I feel.
All right, man. Tell me how you really feel
Okay.
about the
Lady
weapons
Gaga's
that you shot in the Marine Corps. What are your top 3 weapons that you've shot in the Marine Corps?
Top 3 weapons: crayon launcher, butt plug, and the M240 Bravo.
All right, fair enough. All right, Nick, I'm gonna just segue right over to you.
Yes, sir.
Three-
Ask me anything, man.
Top 3 guitars that you've played. Like what
Guitars
were the
that I've
brand-
played?
What were the brands?
So I personally I haven't owned many guitars. Like
Have you played Hettinger's?
I have played. Oh, I mean, dude,
Have you
I've known
played a
Brad
Strandberg?
Hettinger since I was like 18.
Have you played a Strandberg?
Yeah, dude, I've played it. Yeah,
Then
yeah.
play
So,
like
dude,
Bardic.
I mean, honestly, number 1 is always gonna be my Iceman because it's
Really?
dude, because it's like that first love you have.
All right.
Like I had it since I was 13, dude. It was like it has the nostalgia factor to me. Like it's
You
just like
play. It's your main weapon.
even if
Yeah.
there's guitars that are better playing than that, it's just like, man,
This one fits me, kind of thing.
yeah, I have an emotional attachment to that guitar, and if it broke, I would cry.
Hashtag
ton.
sentimental value.
Absolutely. But yes, Brad Hettinger's his Strandberg is very good.
So top 3. So your Iceman is number 1.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I'm saying like what
And that's purely based on the playability factor is very good,
It's
but
a very objective question.
yeah, but nostalgia's just like very big into it, you know. It's like, you know, I mean, you ask like anything, and it's like nostalgia comes into play, right? So it's like, yeah, that has to do with it. But
I mean, sentimental values.
so,
weigh differently on different
yeah, I
people,
mean,
for
my Guild acoustic is also very, very good too, because
Okay,
that's
okay.
I play that in a lot of shows too, and that's just been very good to me. And I mean, yeah, like Brad Hettinger's Strandberg's pretty damn good. I ain't gonna say that I didn't pop a little boner playing that, but like, I mean, is this on camera? Oh, my bad.
Oh man.
Brad Hettinger, I love you, bro. If you watching this, I love you.
I met Brad at a Reign of Kendo show. I mean,
That's interesting. It's so crazy how like the circle of like Berks
County
metal
musicians
dudes know each other
It's
like
practically
vicariously.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
crazy, man. It's crazy.
What about you? Like top 3 like guitar that you played?
I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with Nick, and I think that a lot of it's about like what you grew up on and like what you're comfortable with. At this point, I have this like Ibanez acoustic that I really enjoy. I also have like a Yamaha Strat knockoff that I like subbed out the pickups in, but like I wouldn't get rid of it just because I still care about it. And then I like hot rodded this Epiphone Les Paul from Japan. Like sometimes it's just about like the shit guitars. Like I mean they're not really shit, but you know like they're at least like mud or something. Like they're not really like amazing guitars, but like you fuck with them and like you've played on them enough that you're comfortable there and like you know that they're gonna get the job done. At the end of the day.
They have like the character that kind of matches like what you're feeling in the moment.
Yeah,
I'll say
that's what matters.
I actually like I have a BC Rich Warlock. You know about this one.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got it at a pawn shop.
Yeah.
And it played great. Maybe it didn't sound the best, right? So what I ended up doing is ripping out the stock pickups, throwing in some Seymour Duncan Pearly Gates, and now it's pretty fucking solid, especially when Ethan McKenna plays it.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
Dude, Ethan can play
come
a
on.
fucking, like, Walmart,
Hello Kitty,
like, Hello Kitty
fuck.
guitar and fucking slay on it.
For
Doesn't
sure.
matter.
yeah.
Yo, but that guitar, when I come back to it, the neck is kind of what sold it for me, right? Like the pickups were ass, maybe like some things here and there were a little off, but the neck was honestly like crazy good. Like, dude, I got this thing at a pawn shop. The action's super tight. It plays really nice. It's like Chinese, like you can see on the back of the fucking thing.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, this is actually quality. Like this is a quality neck, and the body's like weighs a lot. And I personally like heavy bodied guitars, even though I like my Kiesel was like a headless one. I actually ended up getting like a heavier body wood because I prefer like the weight of that. Kind of like, you know, Les Pauls are like known for that.
I
think it's definitely it definitely comes down to preference at the end of the day.
Yeah, I definitely analyzed Bard's guitar style very much because I playing with him for many rehearsals and shows and just like seeing him live many a times. I can say that Brad the Bard is a very big fan of pick scrapes.
Oh yeah,
with electric. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
lately,
those
lately with my solo
those are
shit,
awesome.
What I've been doing more than anything as far as like coloring my music is using just harmonics.
Okay.
Sure,
you
dude.
know.
That's awesome. It's one of my favorite actually my very favorite classical guitarist. He just died like recently. His name's Julian Bream. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he is like in my opinion, the best classical guitarist that ever existed, right? And possibly the best guitarist that ever existed, right? He pretty much transcended guitar for like so guitar initially classically was like Spanish music, right? Like Andres Segovia, like it was traditionally Spanish music. And then it turned into like, oh, well, you can like transcribe Bach into guitar, right? You can transcribe like other like Italian artists. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
savant shit.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
for that
So
long
so
to-
like and Segovia Bream also brought like the lute back too, right? And dude, if you ever have a chance, like look at Julian Bream playing guitar in this cathedral. Dude, this video is insane, man.
Okay.
Like he is so damn good. And it just, like what Brad was saying about like harmonics, right? It just like makes me think that like everything that Julian Bream did on guitar was just like super calculated. Like everything, like his feel on the guitar was like unmatched by any other player. And there's videos on YouTube, and I love getting like dank food and eating good food and watching Julian Bream coaching these like crazy guitar players like that are like way above me, you know, in playing.
Yeah.
And he just like schools them because he's that good.
Yeah.
And oh my God, it's just like the harmonies and the melodies that he plays, like just the tones he gets from his guitar was just like unreal. Like Julian
Next
Bream is the
level.
man.
Yeah.
And it's like any technique, like even the smallest technique, like anything, even like a simple like alternate pick, like you can like focus on the tone, and it's just like as much as you want it to be, like it's like amazing.
Yeah. Well, like you're classically trained too. Like, have you ever?
Somewhat, yeah.
You definitely
Yeah.
are, bro. Don't fucking be too humble. Like you've taken classical lessons, like from a real
Tom
reputable-
Sugar's the fucking man.
He
If
is.
he's watching, I love you, bro. I love
No,
you, man.
But, like what I'm saying is like you know the territory and like you know
I
how
d-
you know
yeah.
how hard it is to actually learn that genre.
Yeah, so
have you ever actually sat down and transposed something yourself?
yeah, so I played this show at the Chameleon Club. Rest in peace.
Dude. Damn. Well, not really throwback.
Yeah.
That shit just got like closed down recently.
It just got closed down.
They
Rest.
just did not announce that.
decided-
Well, they're supposed
Yeah,
to be.
well,
they're
fuck
supposed to
Tom
be
Taylor.
relocated.
Tom Taylor's a fucking
Relocated.
dick. All right, I said it on YouTube. Tom Taylor sucks.
To hear the story.
Yeah, please humor us.
Elaborate.
Yeah, dude, Tom Taylor sucks though. All right, so dude, listen. So in Scarlet Moon, right, and this was my 24th birthday, right? We played a show at One Center Square, right? And this we played very well this show, right? We had a lot of like improvising and stuff we did.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you know how it is in
I
the
do
band.
know exactly how Scarlet Moon is.
Our drummer's only 17. You know what I'm saying?
Semantics. That's literally like the root of the
Life's a troll, y'all. But anyways. So yeah, dude, we played this, right? And they cut us off at like 20 minutes in because every band had like 20 minutes at One Center Square, right? This
shit.
like so like I'm saying this publicly on the internet right now, but like it's like, dude, it's like I don't know. Every musician I know says that Tom Taylor's a dick.
Where's One Center Square? I never played
Easton, PA. Easton's a good place, but like One Center Square, like it's a good venue, but like the way they run it is like, man, because like even like our good friends in Blind Choice. Have you ever heard of Blind Choice?
No.
So Blind Choice they're a very good punk band, right? And dude, we played with Blind Choice since like 2016, like even before Ultraviolet, you know, and
Yeah.
they're our good friends too.
Yeah, love those guys.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Like Blind Choice and Ultraviolet, like they're like the two bands that we played with the most. But yeah, dude, they even cut their set short, right? And they played punk songs, you know, like our songs, you know, like okay, well you're playing like a 7-minute long song, like oh well you gotta stop it. But like, dude, they're playing like 3-minute long punk songs and they
Yeah.
stopped them. Like I don't know, man.
Like in the middle of the song?
No, but like at the end, you know, they didn't get to finish their set. Like, you know, when you play live, you gotta like, like make things theatrical.
Yeah.
And like end it on a
100%.
big note. And it's like,
And they removed that from like, oh nope.
Yeah,
highlights for
it's like man, give the musicians some respect,
Yeah.
man.
Well,
sure.
what were you guys opening for like a huge act or something? Like what
no,
was the
we weren't
situation?
opening. We were like the.
It was
I think
just
we were
a
like
big
this-
show, like with a bunch of.
Well,
local
no,
acts?
we were opening for Richie Ramone.
Oh shit.
Of the Ramones. Yeah, we were opening up for him.
I mean, that's something.
Yeah, no.
That's
No, that was
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
That's something.
But like we had to end on like the jam of Reptilian,
Mhm.
like the instrumental section. Like we didn't get to finish it, and it was like, you know.
How did they end it though? Like did they just cut your audio?
No,
and
no,
mix
no.
it?
I ended it. Like I saw
Oh.
them going like
Yeah, like
right, so I was like, you know, I should end it. Like
I mean,
I made the call.
that's still better than them like fucking muting your shit.
It is,
you
it
know what I
is.
mean?
No doubt. But like, listen, dude, ask Brad Hedinger. Like he'll tell you stories about
It's
shit.
hard trying
I
to be
believe it.
frog sometimes. Dude.
Yeah.
It's hard trying to be fucking between the buried and me.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like
Behind the
hard
buried and Brad. Follow him on Instagram.
between the
All right,
buried
quit
and
quit plugging this guy. All right, the best
right,
the
all
best
right.
Brad's right here.
Wait.
All right, know you.
Also
mean.
follow Brad L. Bard. That's your Instagram, right? What's
Yeah.
your Instagram?
right here. It's right there.
Brad L. Bard?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're pointing at something, but also
I mean,
it's a
listen,
box
I
of
love the
Coronas.
Bard.
You're a box of Corona.
I wish I was a box of Corona.
Well, yeah, man. Cool.
Sure.
So we're closing in on several hours here. Well, it's not several hours, but
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, I've been running this podcast for a while. Like I just said,
Hey, man, I'm a.
just had Fishhead Jones on and stuff. Do you guys have any closing sentiments, or is there anything you want to touch on before we conclude the BIP number 38?
I guess just like really believe in yourself, guys. If there's anybody there, like, and also just make a really weak pot of coffee so you can drink it all day without getting a caffeine overdose. Cheers.
All right.
Yeah, so like everybody following, watching this podcast, I strongly recommend you subscribe to Brad L. Bard on YouTube. He's the man. He definitely inspired me in a lot of ways in my life. He's a very, very talented, multifaceted individual. Yeah, I mean, whatever you take out of this, I just don't take things too seriously, you know? Like, yeah, life's a troll, man. Just have fun with everything. Vote for Fishhead Jones as president, you know? We're living this life for a reason, and this reason is to have fun. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter what people think of you in your social tier. Like, just have fun. Like, yeah, we live and we die. Like, come on now. Have fun.
All right, brother. I'll drink to that. And on that note, we shall conclude the Bardic Inspiration Podcast, episode 38. And Nick, are you gonna have me and Zach on the new album?
Hey, if you guys want to follow me, I mean, yeah. If you guys want to be on the new album, you can. Yeah, follow Scarlet Moon Official on Instagram. Follow Nick the Speedo Guy on Instagram. Follow Brad L. Bard. Follow Sack Anus.
Thanks.
Have a nice day, friends.